into the navigation system. So I've not finished the tree stuff yet. I'll do that on the side. I just wanted to set the context for the next video. So got the robot here. It looks forward, sees this freaking predator over here. I should be able to tell like the ground plane, of course, how they're like two different colors. God, he keeps trying to chew the gear. Look at him, mischievous. This video's ruined. Yeah, and then be able to see what these things are over here. Boxes, shoes, clothes over there. My object detection thing is very basic. It's like there's a patch of color over there, and you like, where is it? Point the beam at it. That's still something that's not solved either. But yeah, right now this thing does not do what it's supposed to do, which is self-navigate. The other thing that is not solved yet is the IMU tracking. So the IMU is off the ground. So your 0 z-axis is here. She would offset it with the height, but there's an IMU in there. See it? I don't know if you can focus on that. That's a 9250 or something like that. Unfortunately, I had to destroy the internals, the plastic support thing that holds all the parts, like the servo, camera, sensors, and the Pi Zero and battery, Pi Zero 2. So that made the body kind of not as straight anymore. It's like collapsed. It's sad. It was designed for a 6050. Anyway, so yeah, like none of that stuff works, and I have to build it. Let me just illustrate what I'm thinking about. How to do this? That's like your floor. Just the IMU. Camera. I'm doing this through the camera display finder's kind of hard. This is off the ground. You've got a wheel axis like this, tail axis. And then this thing has a field of view that it sees. This is terrible. Pretty much, if this is a top view, Y, X, no, Y is over here, this is Z. Robot's position is track like that, and then the obstacles are just basic, like planes, which isn't really accurate. If you have like a shape like that, you know, and you're like gonna hit it with a beam, technically that has different depths, but I would probably simplify it to a blob like that. It's very crude because it's not a dot cloud, and I'm not producing like a crazy the vision stuff that I'm doing is noob. It's not like inertial odometry or something. Really, you track pixels and correlate them with the IMU movement. That's not what I'm doing. I'm tracking the IMU's movement, and I'm keeping track of basic points. Like there's a plane here, this size, and this is its 3D coordinates. And then as the robot like moves, you would translate these things. So you have a virtual representation of where they are. Ideally, you would reproduce this in 3JS, which I've kind of done in the past with the torque ladder robot. Oh my god, that's my cat. Here. Just sits there and chills in front of the monitor. So yeah, I gotta get something done though. Been slacking. I gotta sleep today. So I've pretty much failed with the panoramic stuff because I cannot figure out how to fix the skew from the camera being off center. The camera's plane is like that, so it's perpendicular with the horizon, but the servo is mounted on an angled plane. You can see it because the robot sits like at an upward angle. So this thing aims down slightly to compensate and make it level, and the camera is also ahead of the rotation axis. So whenever you pan or tilt the camera, it skews the image because like the camera shifts backwards. And I've been trying to like rotate, scale up. I'll align up part of the image, but it's not correct. So I'm kind of just gonna abandon that. I thought about buying like a wide angle lens camera, but that introduces new problems because the image there is warped as well. And it's like, which one do you get? There's like some super wide 180-degree field of view cameras versus like 90. This one is like 40 or 60. I think it's 60. That's my cat. He's like, let me in. So I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna calibrate the distance measuring sensors against a perfectly flat wall, known distance perpendicular. And that'll just be a good benchmark for any weird offsets. Or I'll know when it's angled what the offset is, because the angles are, the sensors are not in line with the rotation. So if it's over here, you rotate that way, the distance is longer. Go that way, the distance is shorter. So I don't know, that's what you get for having a design like this. So I mentioned how this platform is angled. I've since made some modifications to make it more level. It's not perfect, but it's a lot less than before. It used to be like that, and that messes up the plane of rotation when the servo pans. So I'll have to vertically align this thing again with the horizon, like perpendicular. And I could probably do at least horizontal level, but still the problem is this rotation point is behind the camera plane, so when it goes this way, the camera shifts backwards, the image is like smaller. There's other problems too, like this thing sags from the weight, so now the camera's plane is like slightly downwards. It's not great. I did not consider that because I wasn't thinking about panoramas at the time. I was designing it around the IMU's center, which is right, at the very least, it's in the middle of the panning, and then it's in the middle of the tilting. God, dude, it just works. OpenCV 2, man. Prostrate yourself. Bow to the overlords. This is a panorama that was generated. 3 pictures. My God. I can't even come close to this. I was trying so many things. Every time I like scale it, rotate it, like something isn't matching. It's like there's like a curvature thing going on. But this is freaking perfect. God, there's your inferiority right there. Damn. So I'm glad that's part of OpenCV, because I'm always sketched out of using random libraries. I would trust CV2 more. The thing is, this is like my apartment, so this robot's gonna roam around and map it, taking pictures and stitching them, and like, I'm not tinfoil hat, you know, running Wireshark, watching my photos get sent somewhere remote, which I'm not saying OpenCV would, you know, not do that. They're impossible, but I would trust it more because it's like a well-known thing. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'll probably have to take 3 more shots below, and that'll be enough to have a thing to start doing the blob finding. You know, like this would be a thing, and then the depth probing, which you can see the LiDAR patches on there. They would point to the centroids of these things and start figuring out how far away things are roughly, and start making a virtual map. And then I still have to like get the IMU stuff working.